హాయ్ నేను హేమంత్ అండ్ మిలీ అనే సరికొత్త సినిమా హిందీలో ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ నంబర్ 4th థియేటర్స్ రాబోతుంది అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ది స్టార్స్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిలిం సన్నీ కౌశల్ అండ్ జాన్వి. ఫస్ట్లీ మనస్ఫూర్తిగా స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం మా తెలుగు నేలకి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అంటే నాకు మిమ్మల్ని చూసినప్పుడల్లా ఓ వావ్ యాక్చువల్గా మేమైతే కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుతున్నాం లాంటి ఫీలింగ్ ఉంది. సో దిస్ లైక్ అ సరియల్ ఫేస్ బికాస్ ఫర్ అ లాట్ ఆఫ్ us who follow you on the social media and follow your interviews, we like అరే వా someday I'd like to meet them and stuff. So it's pretty exciting. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to talk to you. For both of you, in being in the generation that we are and also in the competitive world called cinema, can you please tell me the kind of factors that influence before you choose a film? I'm sure it's just not a script or the director. I'm sure it's much more than that. If you can elaborate anything on that?
I think for me it's a story. Before the script and screenplay is expanded on the story.
Correct.
Right? So what is the story trying to convey and what are the characters saying through the story, and how much does it connect with me personally to be able to say it. So that comes first, and then obviously how the script is and director, but you don't want me to talk about that.
No, I'm sure you.
apart from the
like
script and director.
Like you said, there must be a script, there must be a director, and I'm sure the lot will be.
So script and director are always the main thing, right?
Correct.
So that you cannot choose a film otherwise. You cannot have a good marker of how good the film is going to be if you haven't interacted with the director, or if you haven't read the script or sat on script readings and everything. So that's always the otherwise like that's what I'm saying. I'm too of I'm in my very early stages to develop more markers to choose a film. So which is why for me it's very simple. It's like dil ko lag gaya to kar lene ka. It's as simple as that. If I like it, I do it. If I feel like I'll be able to put my best foot forward and entertain people, I do it, man. So I keep it very simple.
Simple. So ball aaya to
मार देने का, रुकने का नहीं.
And Janhvi, for you?
It's as simple as, and it's actually not that simple at all. It comes down to, like he said, the story. And if the story moves me and feels like it can offer a new experience to audiences, and if I would be invested in watching it if I was an audience member. But more than any of these things, I think it's the intention of the makers, which I've come to realize through my experience is very important. If the intention of the makers is to put together a project for commercial viability, because I think a lot of people are caught up in making projects these days. But
Setting up projects, you mean?
yeah, but I think, and I find it very sad that so many films are now made on Excel sheets. कि इसका इतना वैल्यू है, इसमें इतना बजट मिलेगा, this will sell for this much, this is like a viable business project. But making cinema is art, and I think that if the director is approaching it with the intent to tell a story, to move people, to do something new, and if they're consumed by the passion of the story, I think that excites me more than anything, because that's the kind of environment I've grown up in, that's the kind of mindset I want to maintain when it comes to my work.
So you don't let any of the external factors affect your choice of film?
No, I mean so many, the last 3 films that I've done, the last Gunjan, Good Luck, Jerry and Mili, almost everyone in my professional circle tried persuading me not to do. But I did it anyway because I felt like...
So glad you did it.
I mean, so far I've been glad. I hope with Mili also. I mean, already I'm glad. Yeah. But I hope other people are also glad.
Oh, we are, definitely. and also, say, you guys talk a lot about the process of getting into the character, doing the film, etc. Is there a process to get out of it also? Like not to have withdrawal symptoms?
Withdrawal symptoms?
I mean,
I think it depends on the
know,
character.
It really depends on the character.
Okay, let's talk about Mili, for example.
Did you have withdrawal symptoms?
I had withdrawals because I loved being on set.
You just missed me.
Yeah, that's there. And Manoj Pawar sir.
That's a good reason.
But no, yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about it so much. But it takes, depending on how intense the character is and how much of it is demanded from you, it becomes easy or difficult. But I have not experienced anything which is so difficult.
I think it depends on the film and the experience and the character. Like when we finished the freezer portion of the film, I definitely didn't have withdrawal. I was so happy to be out of the freezer. I was like, thank God, I don't want to think about it at all anymore. So there's definitely no withdrawals for there. But I keep thinking about our Dehradun schedule and how much fun I had. And then
Yeah,
for
Dehradun was fun.
Yeah, and then I keep thinking about some of my other films and how I think each film has a very distinct feeling attached to it. And it happens at a certain point in your life, and I think you start associating it with that. And yeah, it is what it is. It's like you've lived a lifetime or several lifetimes in one.
In one, yeah, that happens. Yeah, that's true.
Is there a soundboard also when it comes to choosing your films, or is it like you said, the heart says it and you go for it?
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Yeah, I think
It's most. I'm telling you, it's like. See, obviously, you do sometimes do a little pro and con here and there, and okay,
bounce things off.
Bounce things off here and there, but it's 99%. It's your gut feeling. It's what do you want to do and what is your heart saying. It's that. It's as simple as that.
And for you?
I think, yeah, like he said, I try following my instincts on these things because I feel like it's been the most reliable.
Yeah.
I take my father's advice very seriously because he's been around
For the longest
and seen more than I think anyone has. So I do seek his approval, but at the end of the day, if he disagrees with me about something I feel very strongly about too much, I still stick to what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like off late, we've had a couple disagreements, but I'm for the first time, I'm going ahead with what I want to do, and I hope it turns out.
We shall make sure that your choice is right.
Fingers crossed. So yeah, so let's see how that turns out. So his approval and his guidance I always seek, and Karan is another person who I look to for guidance a lot as well. But really, you are the one that needs to show up on set every day for a minimum of 40 days. And you need to spend time with those people, playing that character, telling that story. So unless you feel deeply for it, I don't see how you can do justice to it.
Yeah, you have to absolutely be fall in love with the whole thing.
Yeah, otherwise you can't.
It becomes
40
very
days is
difficult.
way too much for a compromise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't do it being dissociated from
because
it.
it's an emotional investment. You can't treat it like a 9-to-5 job.
Otherwise, nakli ho jata hai sir.
Yeah.
बहुत नकली हो जाता है.
बहुत नकली.
And also, I'm sure now I know what would be the reason for you to pick up any project. But what would be the general reason for not taking up a story of the film? Is it like a template? If this is offered to me, like no.
Can I tell you what it is for me? I think sometimes when filmmakers come with बड़ी पिक्चर है, 2-3 गाने होंगे, बड़ा पैकेज है, और we'll make it big. It needs to be commercial, and it'll be a great announcement. I'm telling you. The minute I hear these things in this order, I'm like,
Cut.
the film can be all of these things. The film should be commercial and massy and accessible to people. I hope the film is big. I hope it's entertaining. But if your approach and you're selling it like,
this is what it's going to be.
This is what it's going to be, then you're not making a film. Then you're massaging your own ego a little bit and setting up a project. So when I hear these things, I'm like, I don't think this is going to go well.
That sounded so good to me. Like, wow.
Yeah, man. It's a very, very nice perspective.
I have a bit of quick question to ask you.
Ah.
I'm not calling it rapid fire. Like I said, I don't want to be
Oh,
monotonous.
now you're calling it quick question.
Yeah.
QQ.
Okay, because it's a season, let's call it 2020 then.
Fine.
Nice.
Okay.
Good one.
What's your best advice or the worst advice that you get from random people, say at the airports or anywhere for gym?
Airport पे कोई advice देता है? You know you do this when you ask
Yeah,
questions.
it's amazing. Even I noticed that. It's very nice. No, you should do it. It's
nice.
great.
Okay, sorry.
Best
No, it's fine.
Bro, okay, so
special.
here's after Shiddat came out, this is one thing at airport that I've noticed. Random people will just
airports?
random people will just go, sir, seat पे बैठ के जा रहे हो ना?
Don't lie, really?
Yeah, sir, गिर मत जाना अभी. मैंने कहा भाई एक पिक्चर कर ली है.
That's so funny.
So that's one advice that I get, that don't fall from the plane.
Okay. What's yours?
At airport.
Free advice from random people.
We don't want to see you distressed anymore. Pretty girl you are. Look pretty in films. Do and make us laugh.
Cute.
And I'm like, yeah, I will hopefully next time.
Cute.
What's your Utapadam? Utapadam in Telugu means a word that you often use.
Lovely.
Really?
Yeah, I use lovely a lot. I use buddy a lot.
In Hindi?
Huh?
In Hindi?
In Hindi,
Or Punjabi?
I use Kamal.
अच्छा.
Arey kamal.
Oh,
That I use. Punjabi I don't know yaar. Punjabi I don't know what I use.
Now that you're in Hyderabad, maybe you should use more super.
Super also I use a lot.
Then you're.
Like, hey, damn, super man. This is so like my messages and all have like super. So that's very Telugu or what?
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, super. Yours?
Ayyo.
Ours only.
Ayyo or Abba or Amma. Always these three words.
And now that you're actors and someone comes and says anything, are you at a stage where you know if it is just lying or making it up, or is he honest?
About anything?
About anything that they say.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like that since I was a child. I'm very perceptive. So I can
See through them.
mostly, yeah, like 99% of the times I can
See through people's
people
shit?
easily. I can without knowing and talking, I can even sense what the person is going through.
Nice.
So I've been very perceptive that way. So it's easy for me
So
to
one has to be
sense.
careful with you.
But I don't like butt into people. I don't go like, nahi, but tu jhoot bol raha hai. No, it's your choice. If you want to not be honest, that's fine. I don't butt into it.
Yours, Janhvi?
Oh, I'm very non-perceptive. Like people can be making a fool out of myself and I'll still be like, yeah, come sit with me, do it more. But what was the question? What is my
Can
one?
you see through people when they
No.
lie?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I really can't. I think I used to call it optimism, but like now I think it might borderline on ignorance and stupidity. I think to a point of fault, I like seeing the better in people always.
But that's good. That's always good.
So in
Yep.
the same
That's always the
context, tell me if there's one quality that you look for in people, in new people that you meet.
A good sense of humor for me.
Yeah, sense of humor though is there only, but I look for honesty, man. Like that's always a deal breaker for me. I don't like dishonest. I hate dishonesty, and not dishonesty in the sense everybody is dishonest to a certain degree. So I don't mean that. But ek hota hai, what is your intention? You know,
Niyat kya hai?
niyat kya hai
Yeah.
tumhari? So that matters a lot.
Yeah.
And yours is sense of humor.
I mean, now I want to change it because he said something so deep and intense.
No, it's
and I'm
not
like,
deep.
haha, make me laugh.
It's like you can make me laugh, but if your niyat is not right, then what good is you making me laugh? Then I'd rather not.
You can laugh at a few. No one's asking you to become their best friend. Like,
Okay,
laugh
fine.
and bounce.
No, sense of humor always is always trumps yaar. I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to laugh?
Like for me, it's like one should always laugh and laugh more at my jokes. So
That's good.
it. Nothing.
ये सही है.
And is there anything that you want to redo or undo if you can go back in the past?
No.
No,
I'm sure there must be something.
no,
No.
Wow, that's very confident.
no.
Like, okay. Or what's the present dream? Actually, it was forever dream, but what's the present dream right now? Dream, professional dream, I'm saying.
I don't know yaar. What's my professional dream right now?
I'm sure you'll have many.
Is it to work with a director or to...
Yeah,
To
the
do a-
thing is that I'm very day-to-day kind of a person to a fault. Like I'm not preaching and saying live in the moment, but I do not think.
He takes it as it comes.
I genuinely take it as it comes. So there are aspirations and dreams like I want to entertain a lot of people and I want to see myself on Times Square for some reason. And
Really?
Just like वो सब
The
तो
film
है.
poster in the
हाँ,
Times Square.
like वो सब तो है, but those are like that caters to your vanity, that caters to more than anything else. So otherwise I don't know yaar.
And yours, Janhvi? Present dream.
Present dream, I
Professional,
think.
yeah.
Well, I think I really want to do a Telugu film. I really want to do a period film, and I really want to do a comedy film.
What if you do a Telugu film which is period and comedy?
No, but if it's period, I don't think it should be comedy.
Why?
No, I don't like.
Neither.
No,
So I wish that it's a Telugu film. She'll do two films which are
one comedy and one period.
Done.
Okay.
Done. And what's your driving force every morning when you wake up? If there is work or if there is no work?
Very, very simple answer, coffee. I love coffee. I wake up because I want to have coffee.
That's psychotic.
No, it's not.
thought-driven. Coffee is fine, yeah.
अच्छा वैसे बोल रहे हैं
drives
थोड़ा
you
deeper answer
mentally,
चाहिए
yeah.
Oh,
You know, I've
deeper.
never not seen him with a cup of coffee in his hand, ever.
Really?
Love coffee.
Yeah.
I love coffee.
You're in the land of chai.
Yeah, but I love coffee.
Okay, fine. We'll give it.
Sorry,
What's
but
your
a deeper meaning, a deeper answer you want, na? What's my driving force? See, I'm so bad at these answers.
Okay, fine.
We'll stick to coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah, please, can you answer this?
Um,
Maybe I'll get some cues from it.
Driving force to make my parents proud,
I'm sure that you are, that you already did.
but more proud.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Just stick to coffee.
Is there a secret work talent that's like very secret, you don't tell others? Like your work process?
I can cry on cue.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I
I saw
knew,
that in
man.
one interview.
That's one thing that is very difficult for me is to crying. It's like crying in front of the camera is so difficult for me.
Do you also laugh with like a plastic laugh to
No.
just what people-
Laughter is real. Laughter is real.
Laughing is tougher than crying, I think. You can cry easily, but I think to laugh on camera is actually quite tough.
Really?
And one last thing before we move out. Anything, any memory that you have of Telugu or Telugu films or
Indra the Tiger!
that you saw in Hindi?
Indra the Tiger!
The dubbed one.
I love Indra the Tiger!
So that's amazing. It used to be the thing, na? Indra the Tiger.
Do you know any Telugu dialogues?
No यार.
Ah,
नहीं,
Indra Tiger.
हिंदी डब देखा है सब.
Pushpa aunty.
Fire.
Pushpa
See,
aunty.
ये भी हिंदी में ही पता है.
Flower kadu, fire. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushpa and flower ka fire.
What an iconic thing to
Yeah.
do यार. This is.
I really wonder how they thought that out.
No, I'll tell you. So for gold, मैंने दाढ़ी बढ़ाई थी ना. And this happens because you want to keep the dadi away from touching your this because it's very uncomfortable. So that's what it's a very natural thing to do, but it's so stylish.
But the way he did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way he did it and made a part of the character. Was so.
It's a Telugu thing, na, to say Chansela, or is it a Tamil thing?
Chance illa.
Chansela.
No, that's Tamil.
That's Tamil.
Chance. ये
Like
chance ही
there's
नहीं
no
है.
chance ही नहीं. No, but they say it in a positive way.
In
Like
here we say samasya ledu. Samasya ledante no way.
there's no way. Like something so good, it's like Chansela. Like the food today,
Was हाँ, got
Chansela.
it.
Samasya ledu.
Samasya ledu. Correct.
समझ से ले तो.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
It was
buddy.
on. I
Thank
hope I
you.
didn't repeat the question that you already answered.
No.
But thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank
Please keep
you.
coming to Hyderabad often and
Thank
often.
you.
I hope so.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.